What's up, everybody? Matt Gajewski here, back again with the Awesemo team talking some college football, and we are going to dive into some prize picks today. 4 up, 4 down. It is a single game slate. LSU taking on Kansas State. But before we get started, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. Bringing you over to our friends at PrizePicks. Again, single game here, so there's not a ton of value on the board. We're going to rank our picks and kind of talk about the confidence interval of each one. But again, margins are thin here. But to kick things off, one where you do have a pretty decent edge is Skyler Thompson's rushing yards. It's at 0.5. This is a spot that I think is pretty easy to capitalize on. Skyler Thompson's been injured most of the year, but he's healthy enough to start the bowl game here. He actually has -6 cumulative rushing yards on the year, so that includes sacks. But again, he's been injured and his mobility has been somewhat compromised. Over the first 3 years of his career at Kansas State, Skyler Thompson actually rushed for over 1,000 yards. So you're getting a supreme value here of a half a yard, assuming Skyler Thompson's fully healthy. In the game, again, Kansas State, 7-point favorites over LSU. The total's middling at 48. So it's a spot where we expect Kansas State to play with some positive game script. They're also very run heavy, just a 44% pass rate. So Skyler Thompson, he's the main beneficiary of this. This is the number one play for us. Number two, going to the receiving game, where we get Deuce Vaughn at 27.5 receiving yards. Very low for a guy who's so involved in offense. Deuce Vaughn is the do-it-all back for this team. He actually leads the team in targets with 64. He's only 3 yards behind Phillip Brooks for the team lead in receiving yards, and he averages 39.3 per game. Again, positive game script here, so Kansas State should be able to lean on the run, but LSU is a very young team. They have a lot of high-profile recruits playing in the game, so it's extremely volatile. With Deuce Vaughn's involvement in the pass game, 27.5 receiving yards is just too low for him, even though they're projected to win this game by 7 points. Again, his average is 39.5 receiving yards per game. Vaughn projects very well for us, well above 27.5 receiving yards. This is the one I will take with the second most confidence. From here, the third one we'll talk about with some confidence is Jack Beck, LSU receiver, 40.5 receiving yards. It's another over. Again, the big question here is the quarterback for LSU. Garrett Nussmeier is projected to start, but we do not have full confidence in that yet. LSU is petitioning the NCAA to allow Nussmeier to retain his red shirt, even though he's already played 4 games. They're referencing the transfer of Max Johnson and kind of this unsuspected thin quarterback room. But again, LSU shot themselves in the foot by playing Nussmeier 4 games already this year. I don't see the NCAA giving him the red shirt. But if he plays, he's a high-profile recruit, a freshman, and that's good for the offense. Beck is very involved. He's their tight end. He averages 41 receiving yards per game, so this projection is right on his average. But again, we've lost Boutte this season to the transfer portal since the season ended. They lost Trey Palmer, Deion Smith, Coy Moore. So there's a lot of players departing. And Beck is a guy that averaged 5.5 targets per game already. He's the team's leading receiver when you exclude Boutte, who hasn't played in weeks. So among their healthy bodies, just super involved. 40.5 yards doesn't give you a lot of room towards the over, but that's the side we'll take here. And then for those of you looking for a fourth, one super volatile one is Corey Kiner, over 55.5 rushing yards. Tyrion Davis-Price opted out, so we do not know what the split is going to look like, but Kiner was listed as the starter. Davis-Price had at least 19 carries in 4 straight games for LSU. It's a team that really embraced the run down the stretch here. Again, this could be some sort of timeshare between Kiner and Josh Williams, but we don't know the split. If Kiner works into that Davis-Price role 1-for-1, 55.5 is just too low. So volatile, but something else to look at here. But that'll do it for today. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are on PrizePicks. I am Matt Gajewski on Twitter at Matt_Gajewski. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you again.